We begin tonight with breaking news and a quadruple shooting in Woonsocket that was first breaking overnight.
Less than an hour ago, Woonsocket police announced the suspect wanted for wounding 4 people outside a River Street bar turned himself in.
Now 19-year-old Zackary Alvarado is facing multiple felony assault charges as the 4 shooting victims recover from their injuries.
Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us live now from Woonsocket with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom.
Police tell us Alvarado turned himself into the police department this afternoon. They say he's expected to appear in front of a bail commissioner at some point later this evening. Now, to give you an idea of how this all unfolded, an eyewitness tells me a fight started at the other end of this parking lot. He says there was a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. Then he heard shots. The eyewitness says he saw one person fall to the ground. He says another victim ran across this street to the other bar for help. A Woonsocket man suspected in an early morning shooting has turned himself in. Woonsocket police tell us Zackary Alvarado shot 4 people just after 1 o'clock this morning on River Street.
It seems like the problems come from across the street.
Tom Bocart owns Alley's Pub. Surveillance cameras at his bar captured the shooting.
Something happened in the parking lot across the street over at the other bar, and they started chasing each other through the parking lot. A car stopped in the middle of the road here on River Street. People got out. They were yelling at a car sitting in the parking lot. Next thing you know, some guy got out of that car, waving a gun. People started to run, and he just started shooting.
An eyewitness tells us he watched the whole thing unfold from the safety of his home. He tells us there was a loud fight between 2 women outside of a bar. Then the eyewitness says he watched as a shooter pulled into this parking lot, started shooting, then drove off. Police haven't confirmed that account, only telling us they are still investigating and still searching for a motive.
The bars were letting out at that time, so there was a large crowd in the parking lot. So, like I said, the why is still being investigated.
Police haven't released the names of the victims, but we know they were all taken to Rhode Island Hospital and they are all expected to be okay. Live in Woonsocket with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
We begin tonight with breaking news. The suspect in a quadruple shooting in Woonsocket is now in custody.
Zackary Alvarado turned himself in at the police department this afternoon, hours after a warrant was issued for his arrest.
He's accused of opening fire early this morning, hitting 4 people on River Street.
Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell is there now, live with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom.
Police tell us Zackary Alvarado is facing a slew of charges, including 4 counts of felony assault with a dangerous weapon. He's scheduled to appear in front of a bail commissioner at some point tonight. A shooting suspect has turned himself into Woonsocket police. Police say Zackary Alvarado shot 4 people in this parking lot off of River Street early this morning.
It's pretty scary.
John Gordon lives near the scene. He tells us he knows the 19-year-old suspect's family.
I think they're a religious family from where he comes from. I'm not too sure what he got into and what, how he got messed up on it.
Police have not said how they identified Alvarado as their suspect, but we do know the shooting was captured on surveillance cameras across the street.
They started chasing each other through the parking lot. A car stopped in the middle of the road here on River Street. People got out. They were yelling at a car sitting in the parking lot. Next thing you know, some guy got out of that car, waving a gun. People started to run, and he just started shooting. One of the people that got shot was a young lady. She got shot in the leg. She came to the bar for help.
All 4 of the victims were rushed to Rhode Island Hospital. All of them are expected to be okay. So far, police have not released the names of the victims, but again, they are all expected to be okay. Live in Woonsocket with the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.